Okay, students, so we're gonna continue where we stop last class in terms of pollution.
Yes, sir.
All right, so in terms of the types of pollution, we would have said that we have different types, which we have air pollution, and air pollution is basically gases or things from factories that will actually cause air pollution. So in terms of the different types of things that can cause air pollution, we would actually refer to those as pollutants. So pollutants are the things that actually cause pollution. So in terms of you giving examples for examination purpose, of course, persons should be able to identify the different types of pollutants. So as for air, carbon dioxide will be one of them. Then we have one that is called sulfur dioxide. So as for sulfur dioxide, they are saying it is the burning of fossil fuels in industry and power plants. So as you can see, the quite very often you are seeing that power plant is being a major contributor in terms of polluting the atmosphere in regards to air pollution. So they are saying that combined with water vapor, smoke and other air pollutants to form smog. So that blanket that I was talking about last week in terms of whenever you're in an area where there's a lot of factories, the smoke and the different gases that comes from those factories, they will actually form a blanket over the surface of that particular area. So they are saying that that is called a smog. Now, in terms of life-threatening diseases or condition, as you can see, it can cause asthma, bronchitis. So those are some health issues that where persons will be affected once they
Sir,
are
repeat that after,
exposed
please.
to these. Mackenzie, you're saying something. I'm not hearing you.
Sir, please can repeat what you just said.
Okay. No, I'm saying that whenever persons are involved to, whenever persons are involved to these gases, then it will actually cause some health problems. On the screen, the health problems are there now, where they are saying, for example, asthma. So these health problems, they are respiratory problems. That simply means that the fact that you're taking in these gases, then your respiratory system will be the system that will be affected. So they are saying asthma. So so an individual who currently have asthma, it is not a must that that person will born with it. Now if you're exposed to environment where there is these dangerous gases, then you can develop asthma. So not everybody who have asthma actually um, born with it. They can actually develop it as a result of being exposed to dangerous gases such as these. And of course, lung diseases. So they are saying that these um, gases also irritate the human skin and of course your eyes. So sometimes persons who work like for example in the bauxite industry, they might have in they might experience watery eyes at times. And that is simple because these gases would have irritate the eyes. Uh, give me a,
Sorry, I'm not bored, sir.
you're,
Sir.
yes, you're looking at your screen. I'm explaining the notes that is on the screen.
Sir, can I ask you something?
Yes, students. Right. Yes, somebody was asking what am I referring to? So I'm saying that I'm referring to the gases. So I'm saying that these gases they can cause those problems, skin irritation and eyes irritation. So what that means is that persons can experience some form of burning in their eyes. Now, looking at the screen, the second point is saying that these gases they can dissolve in water and form what is called acid rain. So let's say for example you're in the Mapen area and you should plant some plant like for example tomato, sweet pepper. Whenever it rains and once the water interact with these gases then it actually form something that is known as acid rain. So these gases plus water are them combining with water will actually form acid. And once these acid catches the leaf of the plants, then they will actually burn down the plants. So that is why sometimes in those areas, persons they don't like to plant those plants because they're gonna actually burn up because of this thing that is called acid rain. So they actually damages the plants. Animals are also affected where animals within those areas, sometimes you look at them, you actually see the ear literally falling off their skin, and that is simply because of the acid that would be in that is referred to as acid rain. No, no, I can't do that. I'm not teaching on WhatsApp. I guess I'm breaking up because your connection is bad. Now the class is being recorded on YouTube, so you can click on the link and listen to the link. I'm sure that if you use a YouTube link, it's not gonna break up. So Loin, you use it, click on the YouTube link and listen it on YouTube live. It's not gonna break up on YouTube live. You don't use so much megabyte as in for Google Classroom. All right. So in terms of air pollution, that's it. I'm gonna move on to water pollution. Right. So once you're being asked, so give the different types of pollution. Water should be one of them. So this is water pollution that we'll be looking at. So in terms of water pollution, it is basically solid stuff that will cause this type of pollution. So
Sir,
there,
like foam box, sir, and cups.
right. So anything in terms of solid foam box, cups, plastic bottles, stick, grass, plastic, anything physical that you would use within your environment and you allow to go in the water draining. So they are saying
Exactly.
that water
Water
pollution,
pollution can be development as
water pollution can be defined as alteration, and again, the word alteration means change. So that word that you see that is alteration there, it actually means change. So what they are saying under normal circumstances, I think my screen stopped sharing. Right, so under normal circumstances, if human being, for example, um, if we were not doing anything in our daily lives to change the environment, then we wouldn't be affected by pollution. Because if you realize, if you go to the mountains or if you go in a one
sir,
deep,
not really only pollution, sir, affecting by every insect that
right?
breathes up.
Yes. So if we should leave the environment natural, let's say for example, whenever you go to the mountain or in some deep gullies, you'll realize that those environment, the air is fresh, it is much cooler, and the environment it is silent, it is much calmer. That is simply because you don't have human being within those environment a lot to actually alter or change the natural world. If you go to Mapen or if you go on the street, you will realize that you have all kind of noise, all kind of smell, and that is simply because human activities basically cause these changes. So they are saying that water pollution can be defined as the alteration in the physical, chemical, or biological characteristics of water through natural or human activities and making it unsuitable for its designated use. And of course, naturally, we would use water to drink, we would use water to bathe. So they are saying that once human activities change the natural water from its natural state, then
Sir.
yes, I'm hearing. Yes, Mackenzie.
Sir, somebody did go wrong with me and then somebody come out of class, so me not hear nothing.
Okay, well, as I said, the YouTube video is there, so later on you haven't missed out much, but the video is there. You can replay the YouTube video. The fact that you went offline, so just try pick up as in where you actually catch us back. But the YouTube video is there. You can watch it later on for the part that you miss out. But we haven't gone through a lot.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So the fresh water, the second pointer, fresh water present on the earth's surface is put to many uses. So we use water to drink, we use it to bathe, we use it to wash, we use it to clean, and they are saying that it is used for drinking, domestic and municipal. So it is used in agriculture, it is used in irrigation. That is irrigation there meaning that they are actually watering flowers, watering plants, watering field. It is used in industries. It is used for recreation, and recreation means swimming. So like for example, you build a swimming pool at the hotels and at the beach, at the rivers where you might have river bash or whichever event. So all of those are domestic and industrial uses in terms of water. So once the water become contaminated with the waste that we produce, then that is when we would actually say that the water is actually polluted. Now, in terms of sources of water pollutions, now we have some things or some activities that we can take part in. And the fact that we take part in these activities will simply mean that we're now going to cause water pollution. So most of the water pollution is man-made. What I mean is that it is the activities that we do as man that will actually cause this water pollution. So it may also occur naturally by addition of soil particles through erosion, animal waste, and leaching of minerals from rocks. So in terms of things that can cause water pollution, so let's say for example, you actually tie the cow or the goat or the donkey near drinking water source. When they urinate or defecate, then those can actually cause the water to be polluted. Um,
Sir, will you send the notice in
repeat,
WhatsApp, sir?
repeat. What you say about WhatsApp? Loin, what you say about WhatsApp? The notes I will.
Will you send the note in WhatsApp?
Yes. I will send the notes in WhatsApp. All right. So the sources of water pollution can be classified as municipal wastewater. So they are talking. So municipal wastewater mean that these wastewater it is actually coming from a large community, like for example in Portmore, in the Mapen areas, in those areas where they have a lot of houses. The government, of course, try as best as possible to centralize those waste, mean that they actually send those waste to a treatment plant. But for some of those schemes that are being developed, the persons who develop these schemes, there's no proper management in terms of the sewage waste. Sometimes they actually send out the waste in the river itself and also in the sea, and that is not safe. It's supposed to go to a treatment plant where all of the microorganisms and the dangerous things are separated from the water, and then that water can now send out to the sea. So once that is not done properly, now still on municipal wastewater, some hotels are guilty of this where they
Sir,
willing.
and sometimes I see water where the match where garbage and something them, and urine and something. Sometimes I see water people drink.
Yes, which is not safe. The only no, it can be drinking, but not like that. It have to first go through a water treatment plant. Once it goes through that water treatment plant, then it is drinkable. But not drinking it after it would have been disposed in the river or in the gully. Not like that. It should be treated. All right. The second source, they are saying industrial waste, and industrial waste come from bauxite or any other factory. And the last class I would have made reference to down the bagwalk section there where the backside company back that side would have deposit some acid in the river and it caused a massive fish kill. So that's an example in terms of industrial waste. Um, Inorganic pollutants and organic pollutants, agricultural waste, down those three basically come under the same banner. Where inorganic,
Good evening.
Tamara Smith, you're saying something, Smith?
Yes, sir. I'm saying I'm just coming in. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. Oh, you're just coming in. Well, we would have finished up air pollution, which we would have started last class. Then we're looking at water pollution. So, as for the notes will be posted in WhatsApp for you to write after the class. Because not during class, I don't want persons write notes during
Sir,
class. Yes, Mackenzie.
so what I know them what you're saying, sir. Only one them way wally for them, so we must write it one of them there.
Yes, you must write all the notes. All right. So yes, Smith, yes, I was saying that you would have missed the last part of which I would have discussed, continue discussing air pollution and now I'm on water pollution. So the notes will be sent in WhatsApp. The fact that you are just joining in, then I will resend the link so you can watch the recorded version of the class because the class is being recorded. So I will send back the link in the WhatsApp group so you can replay it. Right. So and what you're seeing on the screen, of course, are some sources